We all have an innate desire to know exactly what the person sitting across from us is actually thinking. We want to know if they like us, if they are lying to us, or what they might be trying so hard to hide. Pop culture and movies have conditioned us to view this ability as a supernatural sci-fi superpower. We imagine telepathy, glowing minds, and people possessing the magical ability to peer directly into private thoughts. Then we see stage mentalists like Subhani Shah, who seemingly possess a magical gift to pluck a hidden memory right out of a volunteer's head. Or consider the moment Karan Singh read the mind of Virat Kohli on live television, leaving one of the world's most focused athletes completely stunned. These feats rely on the highly calculated, nearly invisible application of behavioral psychology and forensic observation. The reason the average person fails to read the people around them is simple. Their psychological lens is entirely clouded by their own emotions. Think about the internal reaction you experience when a colleague throws a subtle insult your way, or when you feel a desperate need for a room's approval. That sudden spike of reactive anger or deep insecurity instantly forces your focus inward. You become so consumed by managing your own feelings that you are completely blind to the external cues happening right in front of you. Choosing absolute silence keeps your focus where it belongs, outward. By refusing to react, you bypass the emotional surge that blinds most people, keeping your analytical faculties sharp enough to capture the exact cues the other person is emitting. Emotional self-mastery is the mandatory foundation. You cannot accurately observe the mechanics of a room if you are drowning in your own reactions. Once your internal baseline is quiet, you can direct your focus outward, starting with a subject's macro-physical state. Spoken language is highly manipulable. People can easily rehearse exactly what they want you to hear. Gross motor movements, however, provide a raw and uncensored stream of behavioral data. Genuine engagement has a specific physical geometry. A person who is genuinely interested will lean into your space, maintaining a sustained forward orientation while you speak. This diagram illustrates the comparative angles of posture. Notice how the forward lean signals engagement, while crossed arms and a backward spine angle create a physical barricade, signaling withdrawal and discomfort. Often, subjects will try to mask that discomfort to maintain social harmony, pasting on an agreeable facade and nodding politely. But repressed nervous energy always finds an exit point, leaking out through restless extremities, like fingers frantically tapping against a leg under a table. When you spot a contradiction between a person's agreeable words and their defensive posture, trust the physical body. It is presenting the factual data. From whole body posture, we push the observational lens in closer, focusing directly on the eyes. The standard baseline assumption in human behavior is that sustained, relaxed eye contact correlates with confidence and honesty. Conversely, erratic blinking or rapidly darting eyes serve as biological indicators of internal panic. They often signal a person is searching for an escape route or actively formulating a deception. However, you must factor in a critical variable that complicates these biological cues: cultural context. In many Western cultures, looking someone dead in the eye is demanded as a sign of respect and truthfulness. But in various Eastern norms, that exact same unbroken gaze can be interpreted as a sign of aggression or disrespect. Observing eye movements without first calibrating for a subject's cultural background will inevitably lead to false positives and highly inaccurate misreads. Finally, we push the lens to its absolute maximum zoom to analyze involuntary facial microreactions, movements that occur in fractions of a second, faster than conscious thought. You can decode a forced expression simply by looking at mechanics. A fake smile isolates movement entirely to the lips, pulling them wide while the rest of the face remains completely stiff. This map highlights a genuine smile, requiring involuntary activation of cheek muscles that push upward, crinkling the outer eyes. If they reply yes but are lying, watch for involuntary stress twitches around the lips or a sudden microscopic eyelid flutter. True observation means catching that brief microdata and translating it into a clear understanding of a person's hidden insecurities or deceptions. Let's zoom all the way back out to the widest possible perspective and look at what this cumulative skill actually represents. This level of forensic observation serves as a high-intensity exercise in empathy and emotional intelligence. Think of your mind as a perfectly still, glass-like body of water. It reflects the true state of the people around you, without distortion, until that surface is shattered by a single falling drop of your own reactive emotion. Reading the complex thoughts of others is impossible without first mastering the turbulent thoughts within yourself. Refining this skill delivers ultimate control over your own emotional reality while demystifying every interaction in your daily life.